Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, there is always a moment in which you can choose love. There is always, in each and every situation, a choice between love and a choice between fear. There is always a moment in each interaction, in each thought, when there is a choice between what would appear to be light and what would appear to be dark. What would appear to be love, what would appear to be fear, what would appear to be creating more intimacy, or what would appear to be creating more distance. And these choices are always made. Sometimes they are made consciously, sometimes they are made from your subconscious, and sometimes they are made unconsciously. They seem like a reaction. They seem like it is an immediate response to something. But really, all that has happened is that the ego has become engaged, the reactive part of the human structure. And beloveds, all you ever need do is say, I have chosen to react. I have chosen, without thinking, without conscious thinking, to react and to respond to something without a moment's hesitation, because it is reminding me of something else. It is reminding me of something where I believe that I had experienced something that was painful. It has reminded me of a place where I have stored energy and have said, I will not visit this. This will stay safely in a vault. And suddenly the doors are flung wide open and you are faced with yourselves, beloved. What all of this material that has been channeled by me through aspects of me has ever meant to do is to remind you of one thing and one thing only, and that is that only love is real. We will never tire of saying this. We will never tire of repeating this. For when you come to the true understanding that only love is real, you will choose love in each circumstance. You will dig down into the reservoir of holding, the reservoir of holding where you have held beliefs that are not in alignment with your heart, thoughts and feelings and emotions and behaviors and decisions that have allowed you to remain separate from those that you say that you love. But more importantly, beloved, it has allowed you to remain separate from your own heart. So when you find that you've come upon one of these and you think, I will judge this person. Now, you may not have slowed yourself down long enough to say, yes, I'm about to judge this person. The judgment may come so quickly and you say, I have judged this person. I have thought of this person as separate than myself. Let me take a moment to reflect. Let me look within my own heart and see what it is that I think that there is to be feared here. There is nothing to be feared here. What could I do? What if I forgive myself for the fear? What if I forgive myself for the judgment? What if I can then say, I forgive you for perceived behavior that I think belong to you and you alone? And I can say, there must be somewhere where that behavior lives within me. And what if I can love myself tenderly and gently and kindly enough to say, I forgive myself. I forgive the aspect of me that thought that there was a difference between us. I forgive the place inside of me where you lived as exterior to me without realizing that you dwell within me. Beloved, the same way that I dwell within each of you, you dwell within each other. We all do. We are all the one same being. We are all the one same Christed consciousness that was created in the moment of the seeming Big Bang. And all you need do is slow down, take a look into the eyes of the one upon whom you have cast your aspersions and your judgments and spoken words that at times you wish that you could have taken back. And all you need do is say, I apologize. Now, is apology even necessary? Ultimately, no, because all you are doing is experiencing yourself as gods and goddesses going through these machinations. And there is really only one thing ever to do, which is just to remember This is the conversation that we have with all of you. Remember, remember, remember. And in that remembering, beloveds, this entire dream will disappear. And while you are living the dream, the quickest way to remember is to forgive what you find unforgivable. The war and hate mongers, the politicians, the religions, the person who harmed someone or something that you love. All of it can be forgiven. And in that forgiveness, you will find the remembrance of all that is holy. And you, beloved, are the embodiment of all that is holy. Imagine that. Imagine that you are as I am. I want you to imagine for a moment, beloveds, that you have walked in my sandals and moccasins and shoes, as they say, that you have lived within my beingness as I have lived within yours, that you have lived within the consciousness of all whom you encounter, and you come to understand that they are you, that I am you, and that you are me, that you hung with me on a cross, that you suffered nails being pounded into the flesh, that you loved as I loved, that you wept as I wept. For I am you, and you and I are one. As the father and the mother, we are one consciousness, one heart, one soul, and one mind. Allow yourselves to remember, beloveds. And here's your freedom. Here's your pathway back to truth, back to joy, and back to your own holiness. Let this day be one that touches your heart. Let this day be one where you bring a smile to the face of another. Let my love for you bring a smile to yours. I love you with all that I am. And I know that you love in the same manner. So blessings to you, precious and beloved brothers and sisters. Let it be today be a celebration of life. I love you, and I will speak with you again.